The moment I tell a patient they have a cataract, I instantly see terror in their eyes. They think of needles, pain, and might losing their sight. That is exactly how my patient Laura felt when she first sat in my chair. She almost let the fog steal her vision entirely. But today, Laura is sharing her real, unfiltered journey to show you why you need to be afraid. If you or a loved one are facing eye surgery, you need to hear this. To be honest, I had heard about cataracts several times before, but I always chose to look the other way. I never wanted to explore it or learn more about it because every single time that word came up, it was immediately followed by the word surgery. It terrified me. But unfortunately, the day came when the doctor looked at me and said those exact words, "Laura, you have a cataract." Suddenly, I couldn't run from it anymore. Sitting in that chair, my heart racing, I finally had to look him in the eye and ask, "What actually is a cataract?" He told me to think of my eye lens like a raw egg. When you crack open a fresh raw egg, the egg white is completely clear and liquid. Light passes straight through it without any trouble. That is exactly how a healthy eye lens works. It is perfectly transparent, so light can travel through it to form a sharp, vivid picture of the world. But as we get older, the natural proteins inside that lens slowly start to clump together. That clumping is what we call a cataract. It's not a film or a skin growing over your eye. It's actually the lens inside your eye turning cloudy. Like a window that's completely fogged up from a hot shower. Because the light gets blocked and scattered by that fog, everything you look at starts to look dim, smudged, or yellowish. Hearing it explained so simply didn't just make me understand what was happening to my eyes, it made me realize that this wasn't a disease to be punished by, just a natural clouding that needed a simple fix. But then I asked him a question that a lot of you might be wondering right now. I said, "Doctor, I always thought cataracts only happened to people in their 80s and 90s. How am I dealing with this now?" And he completely opened my eyes. He told me that while aging is the biggest culprit, our poor eyes go through so much that it can cause that egg white to cook much earlier in life. For starters, he mentioned diabetes.